Hey guys, I am Makenzie Martin and I'm a part of Group 3. Today the topic is Minnesota lets nurses practice while disciplinary investigations drag on. Patients keep getting hurt. This article was written April 3rd, so it is a fairly recent article. It is about Amy Morris, who started working at Hilltop Healthcare Center in Watkins, Minnesota in June of 2021 with a clean nursing license that belied her looming troubles. Morris is a licensed nurse, but she had recently been fired from a nearby nursing home 7 months earlier from stealing narcotics from elderly residents. This was notified to the Board of Nursing, but even though that the state law requires that the board immediately suspend a nurse, it was allowed for Morris to keep practicing. And later in September of 2021, supervisors at the Hilltop discovered that pain pills were disappearing during Morris's shift. And so they called the sheriff, and this is when they learned the allegations of the narcotic theft that had been made nearly a year ago at other nursing homes. And you may ask, how is this even possible? How is she able to still be practicing? Well, according to the ProPublica found, this nursing board investigations, they typically drag on for months or even years, and as a result, nurses are sometimes allowed to keep practicing despite allegations of serious misconduct. And since 2018, the average time taken to resolve a complaint has doubled to 11 months, while hundreds of complaints have been left open for more than a year. And state law generally requires that complaints are resolved within a year, but however, some nurses like Morris have gone on to jeopardize the health of more patients as the board failed to act on earlier complaints. And then if you move down, a lot of complaints just get caught up in the general email box, where they sometimes sit for weeks or even months before being forwarded to the staff for investigation. And then if you move down more in this article, it talks about how the nursing board finally issued a temporary suspension of Morris's license in November of 2021, which is only a month after they filed the charges. She is facing felony theft charges for both incidences and have failed to show up in court. She has not entered a plea because she did not appear to face the charges, and now they have issued a warrant for her arrest. It also states that records show that Hilltop managers were frustrated with the lack of warning by Morris, or about Morris. The manager complained to the state inspector that there was nothing flagged on the background study or license verification. And if you move on down here, it talks a little bit more about all these complaints and how they build up over time. A few years ago, it was not as low, and it only took about 4 to 6 months, but as you see here, it's getting more into the 11 to 12 month time period. And this topic relates to Chapter 11 nursing and the law, because Amy Morris was still practicing even though she was previously fired from her other job because she was stealing narcotics, and then she moved on to the next nursing home and started stealing pain pills. When she was hired, it showed that she had a clean license because her investigation was still underway, and you would like to believe that her profile would at least say that she is under review by the Board of Nursing. But she has endangered and caused harm to many patients by stealing their medications. And also, Hilltop managers were very frustrated by the lack of warning about Amy Morris. There was nothing flagged about her in her background or her license verification. And some subtopics that are in the chapter that relate to this article are like suspensions of license for failure to provide that standard of care because she was stealing those medications that these patients needed, and she was not caring for them like a nurse should. So this is my article, and thank you very much.